Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm junk journaling. This is my In the Haunted House Halloween Fall Memory Keeper. I had gotten this window cling at the Dollar Tree store, $1, and I was trying to think of what I can do with it in my junk journal. Now I know if you take these out, they can get kind of mushy and dirt and dust will stick to them. So I'm trying to figure out how I could leave them in the bag and still use them in my journal. So I was thinking right here on the back of the first page, let me move these other things out of the way. Of just putting it on this page here, but somehow putting a backing on it so you can't see these words about how dangerous this plastic bag is. And then somehow incorporating this picture of me yelling, "Help!" So something like that. Okay, I'm going to work on this for a minute and I'll be right back. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is cut a piece of cardstock down to size so that I can slip it in this bag so it'll be between the help and the words that are on the back so we won't see those. And then I thought maybe I would paint it a color, but a contrasting color, nothing too dark so that the help shows up. And then somehow I'm going to get the picture in there, and I'm probably going to glue this shut and then glue it down to this page. Alright, so the first thing I have to do is cut this. I cut it down to size and I painted it with some watercolors. I think it goes this way. And I thought maybe I would darken the edges a little bit. I'm going to use some of this Distress Oxide Vintage Photo and just rub it on. Okay, I'm going to slip this in here. I think I'll cut this and glue this shut. Well, before I do that though, I want to get this picture in there. So I think I'm going to trim this picture and glue it down to this piece of paper so that you could still see it. I did a little fussy cut around the picture. I stuck it up in the corner. So this is going to go behind here. I had to move this little blood spot from up here down to there. And then I cut off the tail and I moved it over there so that you can see our faces. Now I got to get this into the bag. Okay, I'm thinking that maybe I should put something down on this white background before I glue this down. So I'm going to go see if I have something to put behind this. I took a piece of brown paper off this craft paper roll. It's pretty thin, and I just sprinkled it up. And I think I'm going to glue it down and maybe distress the edges a little bit, and then put this on top. Okay, I've got the craft paper glued down. The wrinkles went away, so I guess that was a waste of time. Okay, I'm going to take some of this Distress Oxide. Just press it on this plastic lid. Give it a little squirt. And take my little cloth. Just go around the edge a little bit. Put a little more darker on top of that, kind of layering different values. This side you won't see too much because that'll be in the fold when I sew it together. Okay, now I just have to glue this down. Yeah, that's better than the white, I think. This is still kind of wet. Maybe I should let that dry. So when that dries, then I'm going to glue this down. I'll be right back. Okay, now I hope this sticks. Seems like it's sticking. So this is the first page. This is the second page. I still want to know if anybody else out there uses window clings in their junk journal. I want to know how they do it so that they hold up. The opposite page is an old October 1985 calendar that my father printed up when he worked in a print shop in Florida. This was American Speedy Printing Center. And October is Columbus Day, and it is my sister's birthday. And I have a picture of my sister with Christopher Columbus. And so I printed out this picture of Columbus's ship, and I think I'm going to trim these up and just put these on the calendar. Be right back. I trimmed the picture of Columbus's boat, and what I'm going to do now is trim this guy out of this picture because I have no idea who that is. I put the picture of Columbus's ship and my sister with Columbus on a little bit of a background and distressed around the edge. And now I'm just going to glue it to the calendar. And I'm thinking if I had one more leaf, because see these kids here are breaking up some leaves, I could decorate the page with some leaves. So I'm going to look around, see what I have. Okay, how's that? What do you think? Just shout out, yes or no. Page needs a little bit of glitter or shine or shimmer. So I think I'm going to add these leaves just like that. Okay, gonna glue. Okay, I think this spread is officially done. I have my help window cling and my vintage October calendar page. I added some satiny leaves and just a little tiny bit of orange glitter, especially on the little pumpkin down here. And my sister with Christopher Columbus because it's her birthday month, and a vintage photo of a painting of Columbus's ship. And that's it for today. So thanks for coming along today. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye now.